looks pretty confident, doesn't it? And I wouldn't be that confident going up against a guy like Suzuki, the murder grandpa.
Minoru Suzuki occupying the center of the ring.
I hate to give any credit to Chris, but if anybody can match experience in this industry, it's definitely, Suzuki, it's Jericho.
Yeah, I was actually just thinking of that, Taz. 36 years in ring experience for Minoru Suzuki, 33, nearly 34 years for Chris Jericho. So similar career lengths, but very different types of careers.
Well, obviously, yes, you're exactly right. It's still pro wrestling at the end of the day, but I get you drifting, I agree. Chris hit Suzuki with a pretty nasty shot, and then Suzuki come right back with one.
Well, Chris talked about how big of a match this is, seeing Jericho in the ring with Suzuki. And he gave us the numbers there, Excalibur, and you see why. Two big-time stars.
Suzuki, he's a very dangerous striker. But the submission game is where he has the advantage. These two are just exchanging chops, and Suzuki relishing in it.
Well, I agree with you, Excel. You're right on it regarding submission. Yeah, Chris does not want to get into that kind of game here with Suzuki, but they're going chop for chop right now.
Early in Suzuki's career, competing in mixed martial arts. King of Pancrase champion. He won 76% of his fights, 22 victories via submission. But right now, he and Jericho are having it out. This is still to come tonight, the return of Dr. Britt Baker, DMD, to in-ring action here at AEW, but she will be facing her nemesis, former champion Hikaru Shida. The Bastard Pack will be in action live tonight. Plus, we will see the debut of the Glamour. Mariah May can only imagine what that means. And our main event, the Blood and Guts match. 5-on-5. Two men will enter the cage for the first 5-minute round, and then another competitor will enter at regular intervals. And by virtue of that coin flip, Tony Schiavone, we know that the Elite will have the man advantage until all 10 men are in the ring.
Now it'll be 2-on-1, 3-on-2, 4-on-3, of course.
Of course, the match does not officially begin until all 10 men are in the ring. The only way to win Blood and Guts is by submission or surrender.
But Jericho was blistering Suzuki with these chops to no avail, and now here comes Suzuki with those left-handed cross chops.
And you see the chest of Chris Jericho rapidly reddening as he's trying to put some distance between himself and Suzuki. He's going to the other ring. We're in the second ring. Suzuki.
That's no man's land right there, literally. Oh man, Jericho's bleeding.
Because of those chops, Jericho, some blood trickling down his chest.
Also, I want to add that we are checking on Christopher Daniels. You saw him down. You saw what was obviously a rigged coin toss. We're checking on that right now as well. That was a horrible scenario.
Of course, you know that Elite will take any chance they can get to gain an advantage, especially in a match like Blood and Guts.
By the way, speaking of Blood and Guts, I don't know if we touched on it, if anybody's just joining us. There's two rings here because Blood and Guts will be encapsulated by this massive cage with two rings.
So 2 rings, 10 men inside a solid steel cage. And Suzuki.
Look at the chest. The chest of Suzuki. This is insane. I've never seen a match start off with so many chops like this.
I've never seen a match with so many chops. Nevertheless, start off like it, but this is crazy.
Suzuki.
It's one of the hardest hitting matches we've seen since the opening bell. And it hasn't been that long. And they're still going at it. My God.
Flashbacks to Kobashi and Sasaki at the Tokyo Dome, but it's going down right here in the Bridgestone Arena. It's Suzuki and Jericho Nashville.
Fans chanting fight forever.
Chop forever.
Chop forever.
It's a chop battle, but this is a battle of ego. Neither man wants to be seen as relenting to the other.
And it's for the FTW Championship. Anything goes. If these guys are staying toe-to-toe with Chop City.
They're doing it again.
And I'll tell you, as much as spot is Jericho. He's a tough hombre. Right, it's tough. So Suzuki's got to be careful. He's not getting baited in here.
As much as I don't want to give Chris Jericho credit, it takes some serious minerals, shall we say, to stand toe-to-toe with somebody like Minoru Suzuki and fans. They are going to stick with this in picture-in-picture as Chris Jericho goes down.
My actions speak louder.
Collision, live Saturdays at 8 on TNT.
What can I see with a telescope from Cedar Lake?
This is your old neighborhood, right?
This is where I grew up.
Check this out. Imagine Little Italy in 1954.
Summarize this.
It starts with an empty prompt
Oh, there it is.
and the most advanced AI at your fingertips.
You've got your Sunday obsession, and we got you. Now with Verizon, get NFL Sunday Ticket from YouTube TV on us and get every out-of-market Sunday game. Plus $800 off Samsung Galaxy Z Fold 6. Only on Verizon.
See you Sunday.
Kind of feels like everyone's trying to copy the $5 biggie bag. So how can you spot a knockoff? It won't taste like Wendy's. This job is easy. When the deal is as fresh as the meal, gotta be Wendy's.
It's good to get some fresh air.
Fresh air?
Hi, guys.
Bill, you look great.
Now that I have Inspire, I'm free from struggling with the mask and the hose.
Inspired?
Inspire is a sleep apnea treatment that works inside my body with a click of this button.
No mask.
No hose.
Just sleep.
Where you go?
I'm going to get inspired.
Inspire, sleep apnea innovation. Learn more and view important safety information at inspiresleep.com.
Get out the way. Move.
Am I going to be on television or the camera's going to come out soon?
Yeah.
Get out the way. Get out the way. Get out the way. Move. Get out the way.
Did I do that again?
Oh, you are very funny.
Watch all new episodes of Impractical Jokers on the new network, Thursdays at 10 on TBS.
Chris Jericho, Minoru Suzuki, they have not stopped stopping one another in this FTW Championship match.
This is absolutely incredible. I'm watching. The hardest hitting match I think I've ever seen. I've seen a lot of them, but never two men just stand and hit like this.
Jericho, the first to break. The kick to the midsection, the elbow strike.
Ability running blade.
Split open for those chops by Suzuki.
Yeah, you see the blood leaking down the chest of Chris Jericho. It is because of those countless chops delivered by Minoru Suzuki.
Jericho should have learned you don't chop with Suzuki.
Jericho took the bait, and now Suzuki hits the ropes. And we have to remember, it's FTW rules. It's all legal.
Flying arm bar right there. Basically, as Yuji Gatani, some go flying, but man, well done, and he's got it locked up on Chris.
That's the thing. When it's that picky that he's got up there.
Well, his thumb is picky, right? He's pulling apart the fingers there.
Yeah, Minoru Suzuki using the ropes to his advantage and
There you go. Goes head first. Suck, Jericho, you suck.
right to our next step, right in front of the original FTW champion Taz, and now Suzuki.
He's gonna wear him out here.
No disqualification, no count out.
Oh no. Across the spine.
Jericho. Grab his ass out, Suzuki.
And Suzuki now introducing a second chair. Chris Jericho in serious trouble, and remember
Look at that hand, dude. Look as though if the fingers of the hand or something there.
yeah, that right hand of Chris Jericho.
Well, that's what happened to Shibata by Brian Keith.
I don't think Jericho's going to be able to trap with that right hand the remainder of the way.
Suzuki may have just broken Chris Jericho's hand. And now, continuing to Suzuki snapping back. Chris Jericho and Jericho not giving up.
No, you know, listen, he's...
Suzuki invited the chop. The right hand may be broken.
Hard chops, and he's eating them, but man, the hand might be bumping. Jericho looks like he got hit by a bus.
Oh, and remember, thinking Chris Jericho, an orthodox striker, he's right-handed, so those chops coming from the left side on Jericho, they're less effective as Suzuki continues to punish that right hand. Now looking for the Fujiwara armbar.
And he's trying to pop that pinky out, guys.
Oh, now with the fingers as well.
Oh my God, is right.
That's good stuff.
Chris Jericho, I hate to say it to his credit, still hanging in there, but for how long?
I'm thinking, how can you get any more violent than what we are seeing right now? But we got blood and guts coming up. 2 rings.
Snapping that finger up, turning that wrist, inverting that wrist.
Break of the eyes.
All legal is FTW rules.
Whoa, uh-oh. Jericho the co-breaker, the cover. Suzuki kicking it out. Barely a one. And Chris Jericho.
Look at Jericho's face. He can't believe it.
Disbelief on the face of Jericho. Suzuki. Determination. It's no longer his. As the elbow exchange. As Suzuki winds up. Lands a shot. Jericho. You can see Jericho, Taz. He's losing gas.
He is. It seems like Suzuki's not going to punch himself out.
As Suzuki sends Jericho into the ropes, ducks underneath the leg, attack, and now the sleeper locked in.
Now the sleeper locked in.
Fight with the choke. Here's choker. Here's sleeper.
Oh, he went for that. Suzuki's looking for that gut stop. Leg driver, but instead Jericho.
And on the wall from Jericho.
Suzuki's in trouble. He's in trouble, guys.
But Suzuki, he knows how to counter out of this. We talked about it in submission wrestling, Taz.
Yes, absolutely.
And the up kicks by Suzuki send Jericho back into the ropes. Drop step again. The sleeper 6.
Another sleeper.
Crowning a new FTW champion. Taz. This is typically the precursor for that gut stop pile driver.
Pile driver, here it comes.
Looking for the pile driver. All the low blow.
Right in front of her face, it doesn't matter.
Sheer desperation by Chris Jericho.
To the back.